1, Jessica Riding. 5, Kiana Logan. 6, Lilybell Pickering. 7, Rihanna Wallace. 8, Ruby Schick. 9, Ruby Crawford. 10, Tilly Wilkes. 11, Tilly Haig. 13, Maddie Dool. And 12, Chloe Ormiston. And we've got Mary Mackillop running left to right here with the ball. And Mansfield in the lime teal green, I guess.
Yeah, I'll call it teal.
Yeah, we'll say teal. And 13 girls probably starting to, and Brisbane teams probably into maybe their 6th game, so probably a bit tired here, the girls, but really good opportunity to be on field 1. And
yeah, absolutely. I think it's great being out on the big field here. Love to see it.
Yeah.
Got a bit of a crowd, people having a watch along. Love to see it. Good footy.
Family at home get to come back and watch it, and probably girls get to go back and watch it on the live stream later on. So
yeah, absolutely.
Obviously Mansfield coached by Kenneth Chan and Troy Brunner on the Mary Mackillop side. So Mansfield will be very structured, and they go at the line here with the little rooster play. Great touch. Number 3, Hayley Cuthbert with a really good defence. Try saving touch there. They get to a little short side sweeper.
Ooh,
that one might be down, yeah.
Yes.
Well, we're going to say maybe there was a touch. I'm guessing we're going to say there was a touch there, and girls just offside, never made the line. Mansfield with a really good opportunity to have another crack here.
Yeah, full set of 6. Wonder what they can do with it.
Send a sweeper around. Numbers again. And Mary Mackillop just up to the task defensively.
They're right there all the time, aren't they?
Yeah, slide nice and well together. And now they'll get a chance to ruck off the line. And
good take that was. Could have put that down easy, but held on.
It's been good to see as well. The weather's obviously held out. We've probably only had a half an hour of rain. And
yeah. First few games this morning were a bit weather affected, but now dried out nicely. It's actually quite warm and humid. You might not be able to tell on the live stream, but it's actually quite warm.
Yeah, it's good to be up here. You get a little bit of a breeze in the stadium. So down there on the field though, it's nice and warm. And Mary Mackillop doing a really good job getting all the way, and they get numbers. Oh. Unlucky, but very well running there for Mary Mackillop, creating numbers down the short side.
Quick touch there, making a few metres here, but looking like they might end up around halfway after their set here.
Yeah, it's not a terrible thing for the obviously 13s. You'd like to get a bit more further down the field, but doing a very good job at just getting the hand out, making sure they get through the rest of the set. And didn't quite understand the count there, but if you're Mary Mackillop, you're happy with that. Start the ball on halfway, you pretty much get a tap, don't you? So,
especially with the first run like that,
yeah,
lovely.
Great meters there. Little wrap play, great touch there. From Piper with a really good touch, but Mary Mackillop staying around that 7 metre line, not moving back too far, which is great. Going to get a chance here with a half runner. Good little step. Piper up to the task defensively once again. If you're Mary Mackillop, a lot of touches around this side closest to the screen, and I'd like to see them just spread the ball out, give themselves a bit of space. They found some space last set in Emily Kentish around that left-hand side. So this is a better set from Mansfield, rucking nice and well here. Get a play on call. You still want to go forward.
Ball movement's so vital in touch here. Always trying to make meters with that.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? And obviously, as you said, we had those games this morning where it was a bit wet and you can kind of get a bit closer and keep the passing a little bit shorter. But now that the fields have dried out, spread out, use your space, especially in this under 13 division. You get it to the fast ones and see you later. Let's get a foot race down the sideline.
Yeah, absolutely. Find those gaps and
Yep.
straight through.
And you can see Mansfield right now really spread out. It's good to see. Don't quite get it to the link on that time, but Mary Mackillop doing a really good job getting up and cutting some metres off as well. So much better set, and Mary Mackillop going to have to go 7-7 coast to coast.
Yeah, exactly. Much better this time. And it all comes down to those passes, like you said.
Good rucking here as well. Comes off the right foot. Like to see them get a little scoop if they can. They don't, but it's last touch. Let's see if they can come up with something. Puts the hand out, happy to go down. Mansfield on the ball really fast.
It's been a real slog so far. I think, as this game wears on, these two teams have been running,
Yeah, well,
After 15 minutes or so, that fatigue starts to set in. Looks like our sub boxes are pretty full with players here, but, still 100 metres, a lot of metres, isn't it?
yeah, and as you said, it is starting to get a little bit humid, so that fatigue factor comes into play a little bit. So it's a team who wants to stay in the grind, and they'll come over at the end of the game. So we saw that in the last game with St. Ursula's and Southport. Once the fatigue factor comes in, you find a little bit more space and avenues to work through. So happy to just truck it up the sideline, get their subs on. Going to have no half in this situation, but last touch again, we've seen them try to find some gaps on last, but
they just seem happy to eat the meters so far, get as far into enemy territory as possible, make them do all the work on the way back next set around.
Good little
Got a bit of
sweeper.
space here though.
Oh,
He held on to that one.
head went back from Coach Ken Chan.
Yeah, coast was looking clear.
And obviously plenty of things to do down the Gold Coast. I know my team will be doing that, Matt. It's they finish nice and early, so Village Roadshow, Movie World, you've got many of things to do on the Gold Coast. Kick back, go to the beach.
Yeah, a day like today, one of the water parks would be lovely, wouldn't it?
It would, yeah. Not too hot, not too cold, and probably not many lines either.
No, that's
so
right. That's the time of the year looking good.
yeah. Once again, Mansfield just taking the first two nice and straight through the hands.
A few extra passes there for some extra metres, lovely.
And great touch there from Emily Kentish again. She's been one that's already been jumping up and taking off metres from Mansfield, but once again, they're going to keep them around halfway, and that's just been the work from Mary Mackillop, just getting up and taking it off, because like I said, the first two rucks from Mansfield were nice and straight and direct. So oh, Lolly pops it up in the air, catches it herself. Good release there from Emily Kentish. Get a sweeper around.
Nice, quick play of the ball there.
Both teams happy to use the ball a little bit, so last coming, let's see what they can get to. Can they get numbers?
Looks like they might have a few numbers this side.
Comes off the left foot, back off the right. Just a touch and pass. Great decision from the referee. In a very good spot down there. And have to be a shout out to our referees. We've got referees doing a massive job here at Gold Coast Titans, Queensland All Schools.
Absolutely.
I know I've actually seen the Australian representative and Queensland Men's Open captain, Peter Norman, actually doing a few refereeing jobs as well. And what a wonderful job most of them have done.
Tough yards as well, isn't it?
It is,
I
it
think,
is.
it's easy to forget the role of the referees, but they're running up and down the field all day.
Yeah,
There's
there's
a bit of a break on the left-hand side there.
and some of them only get sometimes we only have one referee on a game. So
Yeah, exactly true.
when they're doing that back-to-back games all day, it's, you'd have to be fit to be a referee. So doing a wonderful job out here. Little show and go.
Yeah, nearly.
Get a sweeper. We might have some numbers if we use them. Tries to go herself. We've just got a turnover. Guessing it's just for a not square. So when we play the side, when we play the ball, we have to be facing the try line. So hips can't be to the side. Once again, up to the task was defensively Mansfield. You can just hear the calls from the sideline, run onto the ball.
Yeah, great advice, I reckon.
Ball comes off the right foot. Once again, Mary Mackillop doing a really good job. They've done it a couple of times now, haven't they?
Solid in defence. They haven't been down that side of the field in a long while, have they?
No, and they've only really had the one time where they looked threatened down the sideline on that far side. So up to the task defensively. It's probably just using the footy a little bit more down this end of the field, and Emily Kentish does just that. Got numbers down the sideline.
Oh, good touch.
Great touch there. Picks up again. Numbers. Oh, that looked much better from both sides.
Absolutely, yeah. The defence moved really nicely then, and but also great set of attack.
Yeah, got a pick and go out of it. They scooped nicely, and that looks to be the danger player, Emily Kentish. Called her a couple of times in this game already. For Mary Mackillop, I think if something's going to come, it's through that player. So,
I think so.
And they've got a ball down.
Bit of a mistake there. Here we go. There's another one of those opportunities.
Much more space.
Good hands.
See what the two girls come up to here. Get a little quickie play. She picks up and scoops. She's offside. Yeah, she's going to get a penalty for the offside call.
I will say, ball movement.
Much more fluid as this game has progressed on. I feel like early stages teams are just feeling each other out, trying to make those meters, but now
Starting to throw the footy around.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it's good to see. Oh,
just short there on the pass, but like the right idea, I reckon.
yeah. Looks to be like they're getting a few more cracks at the line rather than just trying to run around someone. So the right idea, just didn't quite execute the pass on that occasion. But
Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing with touch. Like, I think
A lot of the highlights we see in the game is these individual plays of excellence, but you know, a lot of the time, working as a team, get those passes and those consistent passes going, and you can get through the line very easy.
100%. And once again, I'll go back to the last game with Southport. So structured, worked together, and had little pet plays together. So I'd like to see if any of these girls could just pick one or two players in their team to work with, and if you can get a couple of little cheeky ones, then why not? Comes off the left foot. Pass again. They've looked dangerous with a little scoop, but they go through the hands again, and Mansfield once again making some really good touches. I think they're going to get a touch and pass here. For Mansfield, quite up to the task defensively, right?
They've been really, really steady, and they've had, it'd be 3 or 4 straight sets now of Mary Mackillop coming at them, and they've just held strong. Very impressive.
I think what's let them down a little bit is they just struggled to get down the other end, but they've got space.
This is what we like to see. Haven't seen this in a little while from them. Making some meters, being quick with their plays with the ball.
And it just came from a little scoop with a little check off short ball, but it might be coming back for a forward pass, or 6-touch, sorry. But much better set from Mansfield. Looked very dangerous through the middle of the park. They're going to get a... No, we're just going to play that again. And just under 10 minutes to play, so we've had 15 gone, and I'd say we've spent about 14 of that 15 down this end, so Mansfield have had to do a lot of work defensively.
Yeah.
Great touch once again.
Like you've been saying, it's one thing to be down this end of the field, but it's another to try break through the
Oh,
line.
intercept!
Oh, here we go. A runner.
Oh, no, we've taken it back.
Coll's
Play
back.
on.
Damn. Would have been.
That would have been a foot race and a half. I would have loved to see it, but
Yeah, like you've been saying, once they're down this side of the field, sure, that's great, but got to be able to break through the line, which they haven't been able to do so
Yeah.
far. That
Oh,
defense
numbers
has been
now.
great. Yes, here we go. Beautiful.
Oh,
Just
got
played
pace
it
as
for
well.
4. She's going to go
All the way.
and against the run of it all. Oh, wow. What a try.
and really good, as we've said this whole time. Mansfield had to do a lot of defending, and they get an opportunity and see numbers down the sideline, and little check off, and that's foot speed that you cannot teach. Little sweeper around, winger comes in,
Yep, drawn them in. And
great hands.
all the way. Try time.
Viola putting Mansfield on the board to lead 1-0. And that might just be the one that opens everything up, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So you see that a lot of time in touch is it's a stalemate for a while, and then you get one and floodgates open and we get some space
look at
around
that.
here.
Now we're moving, now we're cooking.
She might go from half again here. No, they throw a little wrap. Comes off the left foot, back off the right. Good touch. Once again from Mansfield. And it came from the back of the rucking, so I'd like to see Mansfield just go to that again, get nice and straight, little sweeper around, and see if they can draw that winger in once again. But they decide to stay on the field this time. Little sweeper once again, but they check off to the winger. Yeah, last touch. Mary Mackillop back on the ball. Great running there. That player again, numbers.
Turn over the ball there. Mansfield, what can they do?
This is probably where they look the best. When they go down that sideline, it looks like they're very structured. They come on the field nicely.
Oh, great take.
Oh, we're going to come back. That might have been 7 on the field.
KFC
Oh, no.
must have catch that though.
That was a great hands. Yeah, that was a great catch.
Five-ish minutes left to go in this match, and you've got to say, Mary Mackillop had the run of it, but you reckon they can put one over?
I think they
Surely.
can. They
Oh,
got
look at the
numbers
space,
out there.
yeah. Oh.
Just no winger on the far side, but they go around now. They're going to have numbers again. Oh, just needed to release that one,
They
but
probably have looked best when they're targeting that end of the field as well, haven't they?
yeah, they just seems that they've got the space over that way. So, oh, and they're going to get another chance here, Mansfield, with the ball down and straight on the ball, Mary Mackillop.
I like the enthusiasm, the speed on it. Bang.
Yeah, they,
Meters.
oh, little wrap play.
Beautiful.
They got numbers.
One more
Give
pass.
again.
Oh,
Oh,
great
that's
touch.
been a few touches that Emily has made, and that is a try-saving match. That could be a match-saving try.
I think it might be. That was brilliant.
That looked very good from Mary Mackillop and just came from hard running with a little simple wrap. I'd like to see him go to it again. Here it comes.
Yeah, one more pass maybe. Oh.
And much better defended there from the Mansfield link. I think that's Mackillop. You hear from the Mary Mackillop sub box. They just want a sweeper. Oh, numbers! There it is. Oh, Winger's made the touch. How good.
Oh, wow.
That is a
Just
massive
on the
touch.
ankle there must have been. Wow.
Once again, with a very big touch defensively, Mansfield. And Coach Ken Chan would have to be happy with that, especially the amount that they've had to defend this game.
For sure.
And you'll see a few of the flags rolling around here. One big one, Inferno, you'll see doing a lot of the uniforms for the schools around. That they do a great job, Inferno, and the leading merchandise supplier for most teams and Touch Football Australia. So
Wearing a bit of Inferno right now. Lovely, comfortable.
Yep. Nice and breezy. I've had some Inferno myself, and they do a wonderful job. Mary Mackillop, the big chance here, just over 3 minutes to play. Oh, we're going to get a ball down. It's not what you want, but they're going to have a chance. They've been very good keeping up and keeping the Mansfield attacking line down this end, but
Oh, close on that.
Mansfield flow onto the field now.
Best field position they've had in a while. What can they make of it?
It's probably close to the best they've had in the game, and they lead 1-0, so it's they're going to finish the ball right near that 7-metre line. Throw the ball around again. I've really liked how Mary Mackillop just get on the ball too. There's no mucking around. They grab the ball and let's go. Throw a little wrap. Oh, she's held on to it.
Oh, we're taking it. Okay, there we go.
Over the head,
Yeah.
over the back.
Reckon they did that one in
That's-
training?
Oh.
Practice on that one?
You'd hope not, but she done that very well. She's held onto the ball nicely. Oh, and we're going to get a forward pass.
There's a bit of speed.
Oh, just as she broke through the line, over the mark, penalty.
Heartbreaking.
And this is a massive win for Mansfield if you're them.
The pace to go all the way then.
Once again, going to have the best field position they've had all game, and going to make it very tough for Mary Mackillop to come out of their end. So just under 2 minutes to play now. Go to a little sweep play. Ooh. And once again, sprinting to get that ball, and they know there's not long left on this clock. They have to go down the other end.
Absolutely, they want this win. By all metrics, they probably deserve it.
Yeah, well, they've had a lot of chances down on the line. As we've said multiple times, they've probably had 90% down the other end. So, good little step there. Truck it up the sideline once again, but they're going to have some space out on the left-hand side if they can get their winger out there. And they've looked pretty dangerous as well, Matt, when they've looked and picked up from half and thrown that little wrap play. They've got numbers. Oh. Don't think they quite knew the count. Thought she'd take another one, but
Yeah. A minute to go here.
there's enough
Gonna
time
have
if
to
they're good enough.
Some great defense and then some even better attacking footy if they want to get this on.
Once again, Emily Kentish was flying up off the line again there. Knows that she has to get the ball back for her team.
Absolutely.
Mansfield flowing onto the field nicely here.
Beautiful
Little check
ball
off.
movement.
Good little half run.
She
She's
is
got
needed.
space. Oh, it's a tough one. You want to see her just pick the ball up and run there.
Yeah.
I think if she does that, she gets in goals. But Mary Mackillop now with about 30 seconds left on the clock to go up the other end and get themselves a draw out of this game. Emily Kentish is the player for me that has to do it. They try and throw a little wrap again.
There we go.
The-
Meters.
The 4 the 4. Don't have a 4 on my clock, on my sheet. Sorry about that, Mary Mackillop. But the 4's been very good as well.
Ooh. Probably our last play of the game here. Look at the
Yeah.
there.
There's the hooter. Have to run. Go through the hands. Little wrap play. Oh, Mansfield up to the task defensively. Scrambled well.
This